Right? Let's work on our last exercise for the alternative assessment number 1. This was taken from set B. I think this was the difficult one. And it has a lot of invisible lines. So we'll be checking on how those invisible lines are used and actuated when it comes to 3D CAD models. Okay, let's start in our SketchUp browser-based app. So again, we'll be using the parallel projection under the isometric view, and we'll be creating our 4x4x4 cube. And as shown in the previous video demonstration for the exercise number 1, it is much easier to create the box with the rectangle tool as our starter. Using the rectangle tool once more, 4,4. Here we have it. Square with an area of 4x4. Let's create the volume, adding 4. Our 4x4x4 box now. And now we can work. Let's work on that figure. So what can we do? In a portion of this figure, a large part of it is removed. Let's look at the front view. 2x2. A 2x2 can be scrapped from the top of that. Looks like a little chair. From the top of that, a large chunk is removed. 2x2x4. So if we remove that, it's 2x2x4 cubic units. So let's start with that. To do that, I'll be using this corner. Or maybe let's go directly with the midpoint, since it's a 2x2 and our large cube is 4x4. So we could make use of the midpoints. I'm using the midpoint from the top, from the edge of the top and front faces. So I'll be going vertical downward. I'll be putting 2 in the VCB. That's 2. Click enter. And then I'll be connecting this to the midpoint of this edge. I am able to create the 2x2. Now if I were to click on this surface and then press P for the press pull, and going towards the back until I'm on the edge, I could remove that portion. Now I am left with this letter L. Then with this letter L, maybe I could just work a bit more. Let's create that chair-like thing. So to do that, I'll just be closing this surface towards the bottom. So that's the midpoint. I now have a rectangle on the left side and a square on the right side. This square, I have to press pull a bit by 1 unit because our chair-like structure here is just made of 2x3. So I have to press pull this one. Click on that surface, press pull by 1 unit. Let's put in the VCB 1. There we have it. Now, there's a problem. I need to create that hole in the chair. That would be a 1x1. As shown in the side, it's a 1x1 figure. So I need to put it in the center towards the bottom. So to do that, I'll be starting from the from this endpoint. I'll be measuring 1 along the edge. Press enter. Here's the endpoint now. And now, since I have put a 1 meter here, what's left with this segment here is 2 meters. And I am now being given a midpoint. I can use these as endpoints. Let's use the previously created endpoint. Rise it by 1 meter. And then along the surface, look, we have already got the heat from the app connecting our previous endpoint to the intersection of the midpoint and this one. So I'll just be connecting this. Now I have the 1 by 1 surface. I just need to create that hole. So to do that, I'll click on this surface, press P for press pull, and then drag this inward. But since I cannot see it where it will be ending, there are two ways that I could accomplish this. Either by clicking on edge here, because I know it's 2 units towards the left, or just putting 2 as a distance in the VCB. I'll just click on the edge and the operation is now accomplished. Let's just check. In order for us to check that, we will need the bottom view, but we don't have a bottom view for this. So let's look at it manually. There you have it. This is that. Maybe it's some sort of grudge or it's a hole. Okay. So there goes your invisible lines, those that you cannot see when you are in this view. What further works do we need to create? We're now finished with the half. When we look at the front view, we're now finished with that half to the right side. Now let's accomplish the other half. So where do we work? Where do we work? I think it would be nice to work with the side view once more. Accomplish it from the side view. Because, from the top, that will be removing a portion that goes towards the left or towards the right. We'll be removing a portion of that. So let's use this midpoint here. Drag it downwards by 1. I'm putting 1 in the VCB. And then the endpoint of this vertical line, I'll just be connecting to this point. Okay. And I was able to create this surface. It's a 4-sided shape and irregular rhombus. With about what to call that. Now we just have to press pull it so that it could be removed. Dragging this until -2 meters, and that removes that stuff. So to fully complete our work, allow me to remove this portion here, which was a debris, which was created by the press pull operation on this portion. Let's remove this so that we could create one big surface. And since that is finished, the overall figure is finished. I think so, because we are already able to satisfy the front view. This is the rectangle. This becomes a rectangle, and then the square. That's the front view. For the top view, this is the square. This is the other square. And we don't have any invisible lines there, so we're not obstructed for the top and the front. So let's color. What are our color scheme once more? We have red for those that are seen from the top only. Let's use red to paint this portion. Those are red. For the side view, we have this portion here and this portion here. Also, we are not able to see it right away from this isometric view, but we know that if we are to look and use the orbit, there should be a portion here that should be colored yellow. This one that is hidden from our sight because of this hole. Let's go back to the isometric view. Then for the front view, what's the color for the front view? It's blue. Let's color all those that are this is the blue one. Okay. So all those that are blue. So this is blue, this is blue, this is blue, and we also have here a portion jutting out from the hole. Let's color that blue. This is inside the hole. That's why we have invisible lines in the orthographic view for the front view here. Then, how about this slope? What are the views that are sharing this slope? We have the top view, which is red, and the front view, which is blue. So let's find purple. How do we find purple from the colors? Let's go to the materials. Colors, let's find purple. Purple, this is purple. That's purple. Now, we have colored everything that we could see from the isometric view. Let's just put some dimensions as a form of aesthetics and to ensure that our work is following the description from our previous exercises. So 2 meters, 2 meters. This hole is 1 meter. This one is 1 meter. But this is 1 meter. These are 2 meters. Just to complete, it's 2 meters. Okay. That our work should be done. Oh, I'm forgetting something once more. Let's put our initial. So, this is the top view. The top view. You recall the top view. We have 2 squares and a 2 by 3 rectangle. Get closer. Remove all that. Yes. That's it. Initials done. ISO. And then download the SKP 21 or newer. It's downloaded. Next, the PNG for the isometric. It's 1 out of 5 PNGs. Next, download the PNG for, should be this one. Let's go for front view. top view. View. The side view, right side view. Then go for the back. This is the back. Lastly, we go left side. It's done. We have already accomplished our exercise number 2. Good job. And thank you very much.